All right, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Roche. Um, Coming to you with a message, man. For all of those who are out there, like using right now, currently, you know. But I was watching this video last night. It was this dude, a rapper. I never heard of him before. Singer. Used to be signed to a label. Just got out of the deal like a few months ago, but was signed to a label under a deal for like 2 years, but got out early and ended up leaving the label early. They were able to split on good terms, apparently. But man, if I couldn't see nothing but his drug addiction throughout the whole interview, and he had some good messages and points, but the dude was just tweaking the whole time. And part of me, like, I felt that that side of me that wanted to come out and judge him. Like, man, why would you ever take perks? But then I had to sit back and think, look at the times, or why would you ever take pills or anything that would cause your body to just have spasms involuntarily? Like, he was just tweaking, kind of like doing like, yeah, but he was talking normal. But he was just like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, dang, why would somebody subject themselves to that type of drug that's gonna cause you to move and jerk like that and not have control of yourself? I mean, like I said, part of me wanted to be like, is a high worth that? But then I had to realize, like, look at the world we're in. Not to give anybody an excuse, but it's to practice compassion. Really look at the world that we're in, and the things that are going on around us, and the lies that are being told to most people, and you know what I mean? Just the state of affairs right now. Um, and then that's on a mass level. On a personal level, who knows what some of these people are going through? That's why, again, I said, try not to judge, try to understand, come from a place of love, come from a place of compassion, because you never know what your words of positivity might do for somebody. You know what I mean? Or your words of understanding and compassion. Because you telling somebody, hey man, you need to stop taking perks, because that shit's gonna kill you. It doesn't do anything for them. It doesn't solve any of their problems. Okay, they stop taking perks, but they're still feeling the pain that they have been dealing with, which caused them to start taking perks in the first place. That mental pain, or that soul pain, where they went through traumatic experiences as a young kid and don't know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? So they're taking different drugs and trying different things because they heard it in a song and they think it's cool, but they're using it as a way to, I guess, curb the pain, And again, I'm not making any excuses. This is so we can practice compassion. We need to start helping people, just help these people through our actions and being examples to get to a point to where they can, one, not need drugs to get through the day, and two, and when I say drugs, I mean lean, coke, crack, heroin, which is perks, opioids, any pills, you know what I mean, alcohol, any of that stuff. And you can't make it through the day without using it multiple times, you know what I'm saying, then that says a lot, that has a hold on them. And those are the people that we need to be reaching out to help. And if this is you, yourself, someone who's currently using drugs and looking for an alternate way to handle it, then I got a suggestion for you, man. Maybe start meditating, getting closer to God, and actually facing that pain and dealing with it. When those emotions come up to rise and you feel it coming, and you feel an overwhelming feeling of, I wouldn't say fear, but just overwhelming feeling of unsureness because you're thinking about your past pain and everything that you went through, then just talk to God, man. I wouldn't say get down on your knees and pray. If that's what you want to do, you can do that, but just talk to God, man. Because literally this is the time, and this is the perfect time. You're at home all day anyway. It's a perfect time to be getting your connection with God right. Whether that's through meditation, whether that's through praying, whether that's through reading different books, not just religious books, but just reading up on the world, the universe, shit, if you're into religions, start studying Hermeticism, start studying different books like the Book of the Dead, and even that, go back to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And I mean, that's kind of deep information, but it gives you something alternate, because a lot of the times I never connected with mainstream religion. It never resonated with me. It sounded wrong since I was a kid. My mom would tell you. Since I was like 12, I would be questioning church and the reason why we went. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of them things. So it never resonated with my spirit. So I'm just offering, if it's religion, go ahead and do that. But if it's not, I'm offering you guys alternate books to look into, that's going to tell you about the creation of the world, and how you can create a new world for yourself that's painless, less of pain, and more of joy, more of love, man. There's nobody out there, I don't care how hard you are or what you've been through, there's nobody out there that doesn't want to feel love, doesn't want to feel joy on a deep level. There's nobody. Everybody wants to be happy. Pursuing whatever they want to pursue, everybody wants to be happy, full of joy, abundant, spiritually, physically, financially. And a lot of the time, what gets in the way is just that childhood upbringing, man. What happened to you? What traumas you went through as a child that you didn't want to face? A lot of the times, there's so much shit that we just bury deep within that we don't want to face. So we spend all of our time, whether it's coping with drugs or coping with overworking yourself or coping with working out all the time, which is a good cope, but just running away from your fears and running away from the things. I'm sorry, I just did that shit. I don't know why I did that. But running away from your fears and running away, I promise I'm not Illuminati. But running away from your fears, or running away from the things the traumatic experiences that you went through in your life. So I got sidetracked. I don't know what that whole symbol was about. I'm tripping. But yeah, that's it, man. You gotta stop running and just deal with it. Face it head on, like the warrior that you were meant to be if you're a male, and a queen, a goddess that you were meant to be if you're a woman. And at the same time, man, just remember, just like everything is always, like when you really sit back and look at it, man, all the things that you have been through in your life, that you made it through, and that that you at a time you were super stressed out about, and now that you're on the other side, you don't even think about it anymore. Just think about those countless situations that you've made it through in your life that you shouldn't have. That in alone is enough reason to be joyous and happy. That in alone of itself is enough to be joyous and happy, and spread love to the people who need it, your close relatives, your family members, your friends who mean the most, Spread love any chance you get. Any chance you get. Because, like I said, anybody who's going through that type of struggle, going through that type of problem, with drugs, I'm just saying, man, I completely understand. If you're one of those people who are currently on pills, on lean, or addicted to alcohol, sipping all day, and can't get through the day without it because of a number of different reasons, whether it's what's going on in the world, or you're going through a spiritual awakening and it's scaring you, or you know what I mean, or you just running from your past traumas and your fears, whatever the case may be, there's another way to handle it. And like I said, just start trusting in God, start meditating. Man, I cannot vouch enough for meditation. That shit really calms your brain down. When I don't meditate, I'm talking about my thoughts and emotions are running wild. If I don't meditate for a few days in a row, my thoughts and emotions go back to running wild, rampant. You know what I mean? So it's through that daily practice of meditation and talking with God, spending that time in stillness before I get up and move and start making moves and stuff, and working and actually going after my purpose, not going after it, but doing my purpose or working at my purpose. Before I start doing that, I like to sit in meditation, man. Just sit there and talk to God. Really try to sit in a still mind, and then at the very end of the meditation, I talk with God. But once you sit there with that still mind, it's going to take you about a good 15 minutes. If it's your first time, maybe even 20 for your mind, the thoughts to stop. The first 3, 4 times, you're going to think you're doing something wrong. Maybe 5, 6, you're going to think you're doing something wrong because you're not. Your thoughts are just running wild all the way through. But at the end of the day, deep down, you know you ain't. You know that you're worthy of something amazing and special. And the thoughts, the traumatic experiences you've been through, maybe the upbringing you came up around, caused you to not to believe in yourself. And I'm just trying to help you realize, like, your life is nowhere near over. Whatever pain or trauma that you're running from, or that you haven't yet dealt with, whatever limiting beliefs that are holding you back and causing you to stand still or be stagnant, man, the meditation. I'm telling you, positive affirmations. Always talk to yourself in a positive way. Don't call yourself stupid, or don't call yourself ugly. Don't call yourself anything that isn't of a good vibration, man. Because your subconscious brain picks up every fucking thing you say. Don't call yourself a retard because you just stubbed your toe. Your subconscious don't know that you're joking. It's just recording everything it's hearing. And the more positive stuff it hears, the more positive stuff it's going to tell you and play back to you when you're not consciously thinking. You're only consciously thinking 5% of the day, bro. 5 to 10% of the day, depending on the person. If you're a conscious person, you're always trying to think of something, the next move and all that, you probably up to 10%. Most of us are at 5%. So the other 95% of that is subconscious. So if your subconscious is killing you with negative thoughts, if all you think of yourself is negative things, then your subconscious is just feeding that to you 95% of the day. So you got to switch it up, man. People you hang around, the things that you're doing, and really just start praying, man. You know what you're worthy of. You know the things deep down. You know the things that you want to do with your life. You know the things that you're passionate about. You're just scared to do it, whether it's because of, like I said, that upbringing, them limiting beliefs. Maybe you had a parent that didn't push you or believe in you or told you you wasn't shit. You have teachers and all of that telling you all of these different things. Maybe you had all of that and you believe it a little bit. But it's okay, man. I'm telling you, just try the meditation and just continue to try, man. Because I know me with smoking weed, man, I'll stop, start back, stop. For me, it's not a thing of me thinking it's good or bad, even though some studies show it's bad, some studies show it's good. As long as it's non-GMO, it's gotta be non-GMO weed. But as long as it's non-GMO, you should be Gucci. But at the same time, if you're smoking all day, every day, what are you doing with your life? You're not producing. You're not producing nothing quality. You're not producing anything at a good rate. You know what I mean? You're not taking care of business if you're smoking. It's just it, all day, every day. There's a lot more you could be accomplishing. And I do believe it's a great medical tool and all of that, but at the same time, there's a lot more you could be accomplishing if you're smoking all day, every day. It's just period, point blank. Don't care who you are. You could be accomplishing probably 2 times the amount of stuff you're accomplishing right now. Maybe 3, 4, maybe 5. Shit. But man, just if you're one of them people, man, who's addicted to a drug right now, don't be down on yourself. If you're trying to quit, amazing, man, keep at it. But if you're not, try not to be down on yourself. Just keep pushing and try to find a better way to deal and cope with your traumas. Face them. It's time to face them. It's time to deal with those demons that have been messing with you your entire life. It's time to just face them. Man, you're strong as fuck, man. You can handle anything. It might be painful at first, but it's well worth it. You come out on the other end happy. You come out on the other end fulfilled. You come out on the other end knowing that you're worthy of great things. You come out on the other end feeling like a warrior. You come out on the other end feeling amazing about yourself, loving the people around you, spreading love and positivity. So just stick with it. Stick with it. You know what you're worthy of. You know where you're headed in life. You know the things that you want to accomplish. So all you have to do is take that last step, man. And a lot of the times I feel like for me personally, everything is going to just click as soon as I stop smoking weed consistently, you know what I mean? Everything's just going to click. Like now, I'll stop smoking weed for a couple months, then I'll smoke again. Then I'll stop for a few months, then I'll smoke again. Even though it's a plant made by God, it makes me lazy. I'm not accomplishing all the things that I could be accomplishing. So, like I said, man, this is not a post about judgment. This is a post spreading love and compassion. And, man, anybody looking for some help or just need me, you can hit me up on here, leave a comment, or you can hit me up on IG, man. I'm on IG, Roche, REAUXSHAI. Hit me up, man. You can just comment on the post. If you got any questions or you're going through some stuff and you want to learn more about meditation, or you want to talk to me more about how I dealt with my traumas and what it's done for me, man, you can hit me up on there. I'm also starting my podcast and everything, Spiritual Roche. So you can follow that IG too at Spiritual Roche, which is REAUXSHAI. Had a slow moment. I promise I know how to spell the name. But yeah, so that's about it, man. I just want to come here and say that, give that quick message. I didn't intend this video to be 16 minutes long, but I kind of feel it's necessary, especially with everything that's going on. It was a message that was on my heart. I just wanted to share it with the world. Yeah, man. If you're currently going through an addiction phase, or you're dealing with some stuff that you know is not making you a better person, or something that's not really adding to your life but taking from it, then I completely understand. I do. And when you're ready to, do whatever you need to do to take that next step to get to the next level, be a little bit more productive. Yeah, life's about having fun. But when the fun turns into abuse, then we need to solve that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Roche checking out, man. Stay blessed. Have a good one.